Hello everyone, this is the first lesson recording for IM2, September 21st, 2020. We first went off by going through some announcements about the quiz or the last unit test results and the overall grades, how homework grade and overall grade seem to correlate. And finally, how we are starting a new grading cycle. That means that it's not too late to start changing our study habits to improve ourselves in IM2 so that you can be successful. Okay, so what are we doing today? We are going to review vocabulary for transformation and recognize and write algebraic rules for rigid transformations. So what is transformation? So please type in chat what type of transformation this is. Okay, as far as transformation goes, there's translation, rotation, reflection, and finally dilation. They're all transformations. So look at this diagram. The blue is the original and the green is the transformed diagram. So what sort of transformation is this? Rotation, right? This smiley face is rotated clockwise, no, anti-clockwise by 90 degrees. What about this? The green is the original, the blue is the original and the green is the transformed image. Okay, so then what is the transformation? It's translation. What about this one? Okay, blue is the original and then green is the transformed. What do you think this is? It's actually reflection. And then lastly, what about this one? Small heart going to larger heart. Okay, there is a size difference. It's getting bigger. The shape remains the same, but it's getting bigger, so we call that dilation. And what about this? Same shape, same size, but it's upside down, so that is reflection. And what about the final one? The blue is original, green is the transformed, so it's translation. It's the whole image is being moved, slid downwards and to the left. Okay, so describing reflections. How would you describe these two reflections differently? The first one and second one. Well, the first one, the line of reflection is going horizontal. What about the second? And the second one, the line of reflection is going left, is vertical. So it's left to right reflection. Okay, so when we're describing reflection, we need to have some sort of line of reflection. Okay, and what about rotation? Okay, answer in private chat. How would you describe the rotation differently between the first image and the second image? Okay, blue is the original, green is the transformed. Well, the image is rotated anti-clockwise, as if I rotated this anti-clockwise. Clockwise is the direction the clock is moving. This is clockwise. Anti-clockwise is going opposite direction like this. In contrast, this smiley face is rotated clockwise, this direction. So when you're describing rotation, you need to describe in terms of direction. So this is rotate clockwise and rotate counterclockwise. And we also need to identify the center of rotation. Okay, and I'm just going to leave it at that for now. What about translation and transformation? Those two words seem very similar. What are the difference? So what do you think is the difference between the word transformation and translation? Please enter that in your chat. Okay, the answer is the transformation is any movement of a shape. Okay, so this includes translation, rotation, reflection, and also dilation. Translation, on the other hand, is one type of transformation. It's a slide. Okay, that's where the described as slide, a specific type of transformation. Okay, so translation, rotation, reflection are called rigid transformation. Why do you think so? Okay, this is all IM1 things. Okay, the answer is because rigid transformations can change location and orientation, but not change in size. The changes are inflexible. So in contrast, dilation is a transformation that changes size, so it's not called rigid transformation. And in future, we are going to be talking about shear and stretch of dilation. Okay, so when you're describing transformation in coordinate plane, we're moving this green star 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units to the right, and then 3 units up. Okay, so the original image is translated 5 units to the right and 3 units up. So in the algebra rule, we can write this as x becomes x plus 5. So the coordinate of this is -2, 0. The x coordinate was -2. The coordinate of this was 3. 3, 3. The x -2 to 3 is added by 5. Or translated 5 units to right, you add 5 to the right to the x coordinate, and then 3 units up means y coordinate. Remember, y is the vertical position, so y coordinate is added by 3. So y plus 3 would indicate the algebra rule. So for any point x and y that's on the original image, its translated position is x plus 5 and y plus 3. So now we're going to go to some decimals exercise, and we're going to explore what are the algebraic rules for some common rigid transformations. So if you are watching this because you are absent, you're going to go to student.decimals.com and use the join code as specified here. Okay, so I am going to go over the decimals exercise. So the first card says use the line tool and draw a triangle with vertices at C, -4, 7, A, -6, 1, and T, -2, 3. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, find my coordinate. So -4, 7 is going to be right here. Okay, and then that will be C, and then A will be -6, 1. -6 is my x coordinate, 1 is right here, and that will be my A. And then T will be -2, 3. Oops. Okay, let me redo that. Is 3 here. Okay, and that would be T. And now I can draw lines using these points. Okay, then from here, like so, and from here, like so. Okay, so that's my cat triangle. Okay, now we are told to translate the cat down by 2 and to the right by 6. So I'm going to change my colors. Okay, so now I need to bring each point down by 2 and to the right by 6. So let's start with T. 1, 2. Oops, I am going to go down by 2, 1, 2, and then go to the right by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know that this is my point, and that will be my T prime. Okay, and I need to do the same thing. 1, 2, and then move to the right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this will be my A prime. Okay, and then finally 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horizontal. That's my C prime. And now I can use my line feature and then draw that. Oops. Okay, that's my A prime. And then from here to my T prime. And then from here will be my C prime again. Okay, so those are my coordinates. So when I look at this, where is my C prime now? So my C prime is, the coordinate for C prime is what? Is, I don't want lines anymore. C prime is 2, 5. A prime is 0, -1, and T prime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1. So I am going to type that in here. So the C prime has a coordinate of 2, 5. And A prime has the coordinate of 0, -1. Then finally T prime has the coordinate of, has the coordinate of 4, 1. Okay, alright, so now we're up to this question. For a point on triangle CAT, say point with coordinates x and y, what would be its coordinate after translation? So in this case, what did we do? We went down by 2 and to the right by 6. Look what's happening to the x coordinate. X coordinate from -4 to 2, -6 to 0, -2 to 4. What has changed on the x coordinate? It has added by 6, right? What about y coordinate? Okay, the y went from 7 to 5, 1 to -1, and 3 to 1. So what do you see as the common pattern? Y decrease by 2, right? So we can say that when it went down, it decreased by 2 from the y coordinate. When it moved to the right, it increased by whatever the unit was. So, okay, then I am going to share that with my class. Okay, I'm not going to do that just because I don't want my answers showing up. Alright, draw a triangle with the vertex. This time I want you to try to do the reflection. Okay, we'll continue with this the next lesson recording.